Black and White Network. We are back with another video. And if you are in the People's Republic of New York City, guess what happened? Bill de Blasio is gone. New York City has a new mayor in place, Eric Adams, who was actually a former police officer in the People's Republic of New York City. Today is his first day. He has taken off. And honestly, guys, he was probably the worst mayor in the United States, no doubt about it. Just like old Andrew Cuomo was probably the worst governor of any state in America. Well, Gretchen Whitmer, Gavin Newsom, man, there's some pretty bad ones out there, but I digress. He's gone, though. He's gone. Bill de Blasio is gone. A communist mayor is gone. Eric Adams comes in, and Eric Adams, the only difference between him and de Blasio is he's supposed to be tougher on crime. Tougher on crime. Now, Andy Cohen of CNN is rejoicing that Bill de Blasio is gone. And I believe that he was probably drunk when he made this clip we're actually going to watch here. He had to be drunk because he was standing right next to Anderson Cooper on CNN. And he pretty much, told Bill de Blasio, we're not going to miss you. So let's jump over here to Outkick here. And we're going to play the video here. But Matt Turner writes his article here. Sayonara sucker. Outgoing liberal New York City mayor gets blasted by New Year's Eve host. Andy Cohen had some farewell words for outgoing New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio during CNN's New Year's Eve coverage. Cohen, who co-hosts his annual December 31st CNN special live from the Times Square, New Year's Eve with Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen, mentioned the change in leadership as Eric Adams was sworn in as the new New York City mayor. Cohen went off with a passionate rant as his co-host Cooper made several attempts to interject because he was clearly drinking, guys. He had to be drinking. And Clay Travis tweeted this out. Bravo's Andy Cohen absolutely obliterating New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio as his term ends is a fun watch, I should say. So let's go ahead and watch this clip here. This is pretty funny, guys. So here we go.
Tell us something, Andy.
Watching Mayor de Blasio
Don't go on a rant.
do his
Don't go on a rant.
victory lap dance
Don't.
after 4 years of the
This is how you
crappiest
want to start the
term
new year.
as the mayor of New York. The
That's how
only
you wanna
thing
start the new
that
year?
Democrats and Republicans can
That's
agree
how-
on
I mean,
is
this is
what
how-
a horrible mayor
is
he
how
has
he-
been.
Wow.
So, sayonara, sucker. 2022.
I mean-
It's a new year. Because guess what? I have a feeling
Speaking of
I'm
which-
going to be standing
Speaking
right
of
here
which-
next year. And you know who I'm not going to be looking at? Dancing as the city comes apart. You.
There you have it, guys. But here's the thing. Those COVID vaccine papers, please, are still going to be in place under Eric Adams. So, yes, you got rid of Bill de Blasio, a horrible person for Eric Adams, but these people in New York City still voted for somebody that's going to still lock down the city, and you got to have your papers. Why do people in New York City still vote this way? I don't get it. I mean, Andy Cohen's celebrating. I guess anything is better than Bill de Blasio, but still, the people in New York City, they still don't want freedom. They still want government control and the government to take over their lives. So what's really changed? Not much. Not much at all, guys. I mean, these people in New York City still going to be locked down. Well, not necessarily locked down, but you got to show your papers to go into a restaurant. That's still in place. If you want to go to a basketball game, you got to show your papers. That's still in place. You cannot go into a restaurant still unless you have your papers. By mandate. Bill de Blasio put that in place. And Eric Adams is going to continue that. So what really do you have to really celebrate with this? People in New York City they're pretty pathetic, man. That city has fallen so much. But I do hope that Eric Adams does get tough on crime. I hope he does for the sake of the people in New York City. But you guys voted for this stuff. You guys voted for that. So glad I live in Texas. Because a guy like Bill de Blasio would never be elected into office here in Texas. I don't believe that. Maybe in Austin, Texas, he could. Ugh. God, Austin is horrible too. But pretty much, all these leftist cities, they're going to continue to vote for leftists because this is what they want. But New York, what's going to happen at the end of 2022? You still got to show your papers. There's probably no end in sight with this. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, this is New York City, man. They want government control. They want socialism. They want communism. Wow. This is just sad, guys. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.